Welcome. It's your girl Donna, better known as the real Donna D on Instagram.
And my name is Dina Felice, also known as Dina's_closet on Instagram.
And you already know who it is. It's your girl Deanna, aka Miss Brookhouse. And we are the Triple B's. Welcome back to our channel, you guys. We really appreciate it. If it's your first time here, don't hesitate to subscribe if you've been here before. Like, comment, and all of you, just let us know how we're doing. We appreciate it. So what we talking about today, ladies? There's a lot going on. That's why I'm losing my train of thought already, because all these things are just rambling through my mind. It's a big week.
This week has been, this last 2 weeks has been really crazy. One thing I feel like we should talk about is Jacob Blake.
Right.
The current event, the shooting of Jacob Blake. Only 29 years old. We all saw the video. What did you guys think about it?
Oh, wow. Sickening. It was heartbreaking. Just the mere fact that we were going through another shooting of, a black person, and then to find out that his children were in the car just made it all that more horrifying to watch. Those poor children. Apparently, they're saying Jacob was there trying to break up a fight. Police came. I don't know. They said he was tased. I don't know if he was or wasn't, but then he got up, walked away, went to proceed to get into his car, and then that's where we see that officer grab him by his shirt, shoot him 7 times. 4 of those shots did hit him, and he is now paralyzed as a result. I just don't know why the police are continuing to use deadly force as a method to restrain a person. I would hope and think that they're trained a little better than that. As a matter of fact, I know they are, because we've all seen videos of other people who aren't black that may come in contact with the police, and they seem to be able to restrain them just fine, even if they're being tased by the officer or by that assailant with the officer's taser. It's just, and they go to jail. They don't immediately pull out their gun and aim to shoot to kill. What happened to shooting in the leg? Right. What happened to the taser? That didn't work. I mean, it was 2 officers. If that didn't work, why y'all can't grab them up? What happened to Mace? Why? And then why 7 and 10 and 15 shots? Why not just 1 in the leg? Like I said, unless they're trying to harm you, I don't see why these officers are doing it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go on, lady. Yeah. So let's get back to Jacob. So yeah.
I was like, I just feel like they need to be retrained, and they're scared of us. Period. You know what I'm saying? They scared. They don't even need to have that position. Because they're not even like. It's just crazy. It just amazes me. Like I said before on one of the other shows, it's like whenever those lights come behind us, we're scared. You know what I'm saying? Because we make one wrong move, that's it. You gotta be
absolutely.
So they are trigger happy.
Yeah. And you would think they would be like so careful
with everything that's going on. You would think with everything that's going on, as many police shootings we've had, senseless killings and stuff like that, you would think that the police, they would say, oh, here we go. I'm gonna shoot in the leg, because we have a lot going on. But that just goes to show you that they don't care, one, and that they must be prejudiced, and they really want to harm that person because of the color of their skin. Because Well, I've yet to see one officer, white officer, come across a black person and handle it differently. Outside of Jacob Blake, there was actually another young man. He was walking into a store or trying to, I don't know if you ladies or if YouTube, if you've heard of it, but he was also shot. We don't have that full story, but it was, just look into it. He was trying to go into a store, and I think he had a knife. Speaking of knives, they said Jacob had a knife in the car. Okay, knife versus gun, they don't match up. He hadn't even reached the car. The police could have handled that a lot differently. I'm sick and tired of seeing it. I'm sick and tired of seeing it.
So
they paralyzed this man.
Yeah, it's been 3 for 3 this year. 3 for 3 this year with police, you know, shooting unjustly, killing unjustly, and been protests all this year, and it seems like nothing is working. No matter what we do, it's still happening. Otherwise, they would have thought twice about shooting this man 7 times. Like you said, what was the need to shoot him 7 times? I don't understand. What was the need?
At close range, as he's walking away. Oh, because he didn't obey them. He didn't take orders. He didn't take orders, and he didn't obey them. So that's why they just, oh, you don't want to listen? You know, that's when I started to think, you know, they just give them any reason, and they're going to shoot to kill. So y'all be careful out there. There's not a joke, as we all know. This shit is real, okay? Now, they paralyzed Jacob, and did y'all hear they had, I used the word past tense, handcuffed, because they've since taken the handcuffs off because of all the backlash that they were getting for handcuffing him in the first place. I don't know what they're trying to arrest him for. Huh?
He posted bond. That's also why they had to take it off of him.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really, whatever. You know, where is he going?
Nowhere. He can't go nowhere.
Really?
He's paralyzed. What he gonna do? Get up, walk out? I mean, I don't understand. And also, you know, I feel like they're also doing this to him because he had a record. It says he had a warrant already for an arrest based off sexual harassment,
sexual assault or something.
Yeah, and a domestic violence case. So I think they're trying to get him in that way too, just to justify what they had done.
You said it. They want to give a reason. Mm-hmm. They don't want this lawsuit. He's because he's living to tell his story. So, you know, hopefully he does. I'm not sure where he stands right now. I think it was questionable whether he would actually pull through. I know that they were saying that he will probably never walk again, but we're hoping, you know, he pulls through and that he can tell his story.
I definitely hope so, and God bless his parents. I saw his father speak on a press conference, and he was really broken up about this. His son being paralyzed and his grandchildren having to see this happen to their father. So God bless their family, and I hope they get, you know, the justice they need.
And some dang on therapy.
Yeah,
we all need it, but those children need that therapy ASAP. Okay, we're tired of it. We want y'all to stop, and you know, hopefully, you know, and with the person that's running this country is not making this any better. He's actually making this worse. You know, he's not even speaking out on this.
And
stuff.
They love him. And they love him. They love him.
He is really a useless sack of horse manure. I said manure.
I mean, he's supposed to
say. Okay, but ladies, so Jacob Blake, keep your head up. And I hope they found, like I said, the family gets justice.
God bless you.
Right. Next.
In lieu of Jacob being shot, This Kyle Rittenhouse, this 17-year-old boy that went to the protests over there in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and shot 2 people and killed 2 people. He is now in custody. They're saying, I saw the video where he was being chased because apparently he was shooting and the protesters went to chase after him. He fell and he turned around and shot 2 people. May those souls rest in peace. I don't have the names of those warriors helping to fight, you know, our war. They weren't even of African American descent, to my knowledge, and the parent bought the mom bought the rifle. But go ahead, Dana. So we gotta touch on that. I hope he gets what he's supposed to.
I'm just trying to understand something because
okay,
I'm not real versed on this story right here. So his mom bought the rifle and he went to the protests and he started shooting.
Yeah, he supposedly went to the protest to help. But you know, he went there with ill intent in his mind. I believe his mom and dad knew as well. Not to mention, while he was there, I saw a video of the police giving him water right after he shot these 2 people. Oh yeah. Something about McDonald's, took him to McDonald's.
Gave him water and took him to McDonald's.
Something about McDonald's. I know for sure they gave him some water because I saw it on the video. But I heard something about McDonald's after this or something. They let him walk away because he crossed state lines or county lines or what have you. And they let him, and he got arrested later. So they thanked him for being out there. I saw this with my own eyes on the video. And so this plot thickens, and you know, they're trying to say this kid, Kyle Rittenhouse, his lawyers are trying to say that he shot these people in self-defense because there's video of someone shooting at him or had a gun approaching him, something to that effect. So here you have it. They already have a cover story or a story for the reason why he did what he did. He shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
Brandishing a rifle at 17 years old. I'm what he thought he was trying to do. All right.
That doesn't make any sense at all. That doesn't make any sense at all.
So I couldn't leave that out. I almost forgot about that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Let me get my mind right real quick. Okay, because this is another touching story. It's real crazy. So Sweetie Pie's franchise, Tim Norman, welcome to Sweetie Pies. I don't know if you've all heard of this show. I never really watched it, but anyway, he was arrested. Okay. He was arrested for hiring people to kill his own nephew, Andre, for life insurance. His nephew was, I think it was 21, because he got the insurance on him when he was 18 years old. So now Tim has been arrested on federal charges stemming from the 2016 killing of his own nephew, 18-year-old Andre Montgomery. Now federal authorities claim that in 2014, Tim secured a $450,000 life insurance policy, making himself the sole beneficiary, of course. It's believed that Norman conspired with an exotic dancer by the name of, I don't know if it's Terica or Teresa Ellis. And what, I know I'm gonna mess this name up, but Wael Yagnam, who was the insurance agent. He is the person that put all the papers together and made it happen. Okay, so it's 3 people involved. It's Norman, it's this Terica Ellis person, and this Yagnam guy, okay? Yagnam, who was an insurance agent, he also had Yagnam not only sold insurance, but he also had a t-shirt company or something to that effect, as well as worked as a producer for the St. Louis rapper Nelly in the past, okay? So now, although the documents were drawn, they went through all this to kill this young man, his own family member, by the way. He did all that and did not even collect on the life insurance because of the paperwork, something he needed or didn't have complete or needed to show proof of, could not follow suit. And so therefore he did not get a dime, did all of this for nothing. Him and this stripper had Andre set up. Andre was in town. He had left and then came back to town. To St. Louis, and I believe St. Louis, I believe that's where it was. And he came back to town. They set him up. The girl called him, asking where he was at. She showed up, and then pow, pow, pow. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I don't know what goes on in people's minds, but greed and the devil is real. So don't play with that. You know what I'm saying? So now he's in federal custody where he should be. And it's also rumored that Tim was going to he also had a life insurance policy out on his mom, who, you know, she is
Miss
the owner
Robbie.
of,
His mother, Miss Robbie.
Yes. Like I said, I never watched the show. So yes, Miss Robbie. And apparently Tim did all of this because he needed money.
Okay, I got something to say about this real quick, because I did watch the show, and I do remember when Andre was murdered on the show. His grandmother, Miss Robbie, Tim's older brother, Miss Robbie's older son, was also murdered. So that's Andre's father. He was also murdered. So she heard her grandson was having issues in Texas. So since she's established, you know, she has some money, she said, bring him down to St. Louis. I'll make sure he goes to school and he would graduate. And on the show, Miss Robbie was real focused on trying to get him to graduate and change his life, give him a job, give him some responsibilities to keep him off the street. And that was her baby. I mean, she doted over him. And I remember, and Tim on that show, you know, constantly undermining his mother, opening businesses, Sweetie Pie's businesses under her name without her permission. He opened 2 in LA that she really did not want. And Miss Robbie even ended up having to sue Tim, her own son, for using
I saw
her
all
name.
this researching it. So everything you're saying, I'm like, yep. The only reason why I know is because I saw it.
Yeah, and this happened on the show, and his ex-wife, they're not together anymore, but she also made claims of Tim being violent towards her, and also Jennifer Williams
from Love and Hip Hop. No. Basketball Wives.
And no one believed her because Jennifer has this persona that people don't really vibe with, and she said he stalked her. She had to go to court to get a restraining order, and people were blaming her about it. And that's what I can't stand.
I saw that on Basketball Wives because I watched that show, but I didn't know this is who she was really talking about, or I don't remember it. But yeah, I remember her.
It was Tim. And then to find out this news, because the whole family was devastated by Andre's death. Miss Robbie, it literally broke her to pieces, her grandson's death. And to find out her own son, mind you, Tim did 10 years in prison beforehand. But that's her son. She gave him an opportunity to run her business. You know, that's what you do as a mother. You know. And then for him to do this to his nephew, the betrayal. And then
probably her. She was next.
Did you guys see that video, that YouTube video when she was talking about it? She was still defending Tim.
What video? She was the aftermath of this?
Yes. No. This video was like a couple of months ago when some more stuff was coming out, you know, about him and I guess was it Jessica, his girlfriend?
Janae, his
baby's mother made. And Janae. And then Miss Robbie was on the YouTube talking, you know, defending Tim. Like, no, not my Tim, you know.
I think, you know, as a mother, I mean, I'm not a mother yet, but I feel like Miss Robbie, naturally, she wants to protect her son.
Right.
But the evidence is so
Anyone,
clear right now.
right. Yeah, any mother will feel like that, you know, at first, but you know, that's
Poor,
crazy. That's
poor Miss Robbie.
It is
yeah. I couldn't even
devastating. Could you imagine what she's going through right now?
No. Because I have sons, so I'm like, that's crazy.
And not only that, I just feel like also Tim, how they caught up with him because he had burner phones with the stripper.
Yeah.
You know, and what they did was they trade. You know, they traced.
They can trace burners, y'all.
Huh?
They can trace burners,
Yeah, they
y'all.
can trace
Anybody
burner
else?
phones,
Just
so
so
y'all
you
be
know,
watching
I
out.
left that out. Go ahead, Dina. They traced it.
They traced the text messages from the burner phones. And the night he came back to St. Louis, Miss Robbie did not want him to come back. She said, and he insisted because he wanted to see his grandmother. He wanted to see his grandmother. And the last text message they said Tim sent Andre that night was, "Are you in town?" He said, "Yeah." I mean, he told her, and he told his uncle where he was going to be. And he so-called met this stripper on Facebook. And, you know, just being young, he talking to a woman or whatever, and he's having a conversation, you know, thinking maybe he gonna kick it with her later or whatever. And this whole thing was a ploy, a setup to get him murdered. And Tim was on the show with his family.
I saw after.
And talking about, you know, the streets are so horrible. You know, my brother got shot. A lot of my family got killed out here. And now my nephew got killed. We want to find out who did this to my nephew.
Yeah, the nerve and audacity. I was watching that late, you know, like the other day, and like I said, I never watched the show, but and now I'm looking at it afterward, and I'm looking at it like him, like, wow, the whole time you plotting, dude. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm worried. Well, your soul is your soul, but this Terica girl, Terica Ellis, she apparently got paid $10,000.
She's a fool. That's what you call a cold stone fool.
Wow.
She deposited
into her. 10,000. Knock 1,000 off of that. I think it was 9.
It was 9 something. I think it was almost 10, whatever. But her bank accounts were in the negative, and here she go depositing all this cash.
So she did.
Girl,
she did a murder to get only $9,000 and some change.
She looked that dumb when I saw her mugshot. She looked the part because that's why she did it. Ain't nobody in their right mind. I mean, come on, for no amount of money.
Right.
But for
definitely 10, not for $9,000.
But what I'm saying, but for 10 or 9 or whatever, no. And you gotta be ashamed of yourself, Tim.
And I hate to say about the death penalty because, you know, but Tim, this is it. He's done. He's done, and he needs to be done.
Oh, because he has a previous.
Yes, he has priors. He's a felon. He already was in prison for 10 years. So it's over for him. And let me just say something about the insurance agent, because in my past I know about insurance. That's absolutely insurance fraud.
Yeah, that's what he's getting in trouble for.
And he's going to lose his license as well. His career is done.
Yeah, his career is over. And I'm trying to figure out who was the underwriter on the insurance that got this approved, because what I know about when you sign people up for insurance, especially if you're buying some insurance in somebody else's name, because I had it done for my mother, is they need to legally you have to talk to the person face to face that you writing the insurance claim on. I cannot take out insurance on you, Deanna.
You can do a minor
knowledge.
You can't do a minor.
You legally can't do it without her knowledge. I literally have to talk to her legally, face to face,
Right.
And then I can pay the premium on it, and that money will be mine if something happens. But you cannot write insurance claims on somebody without talking to them.
Right.
Especially for over $400,000. Because usually when it's a lot of money, they like you to have a physical. To make sure you're healthy.
Right. Woo, well.
So it's a lot of craziness going on. This case, Miss Robbie, my heart goes out to you. This is a tough situation. The family of Miss Robbie, Andre's mother. I can only imagine what she's going through. Tim is a real piece of dog manure.
Crap.
But he's about to get it. And then he has to suffer.
They're gonna get him.
He's got to suffer twice because there is the afterlife. So
And you know what, Mr. Tim, with his lady hips that he has, he's really going to be a hot commodity in that prison cell. I hope you like it. Evil.
You said lady hip.
Have y'all seen his childbearing hips for a man?
Well,
He got childbearing hips, okay? He got more hips than all.
He got more hips than me. What's up? I'm mad. He got more hips than I do. That ain't right.
Anyways, you guys, this is just a terrible story. So I wish them the best. But Donna, let's get into your viewers' question, girl.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This question is really crazy. Okay, here we go. Hi ladies, my name is Christy. I am 23 years old, single lady, college student, living at home with my mother. Okay, let me get down to it. My mother is about to get married less than 60 days. The problem is, I just found out that I am pregnant recently. I just found out I was pregnant. Okay, here you go. The father of my child is my mother's fiance.
What?
I don't know what to do. What should I do, ladies? What should I do? So.
How old is she?
Again? 23, college student. So it's a lot. That's a lot in this matter.
So your stepdaddy is your baby daddy.
Right.
Is that what she's saying?
And the mama,
because that's her mother's fiance, which is not her father. So your stepdaddy is actually your baby daddy.
And she wants to know, yes.
You want to know what you're supposed to do. Go ahead, y'all. Go. I don't have nothing nice to say right now. So go ahead, y'all.
I'm not sure I have something nice to say either. Donna, you go first. What's your advice for the lady?
All right, ladies, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it 100 now. These are advice, Christy, you need to be, this is crazy. I don't know if it was her man first, because it's a lot of missing, stuff in this letter, because we don't know if she was dating the guy first and her mother started dating him or whatever. You never know, but regardless, it's wrong. You don't sleep with your mama's man. You just don't do that. And your mama's man, she don't need to be marrying him, period. It all needs to come out. Basically. It's wrong no matter how you man, 60 days? Getting married in 60 days, less than 60 days.
And so he's like twice her age. Like, so she's 23. He's marrying her mama. Mama got to at least be twice her age. So yeah, this is a whole hot mess. I concur. I think you should do exactly what Donna said. Let it all out. That's what you should do. You want to know what you should do? You need to tell your mama that your stepdaddy is your baby daddy. ASAP.
Wedding over. Wedding over too.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, let her know. You need. And I don't really condone this, but I don't think she needs to be having that baby. Really?
Well, I'm not going.
Really?
I can't go that far with it.
I know.
I
That's
know.
my opinion. That's my opinion.
Right. So you go ahead. You finish. I'm sorry.
I would.
Finish your thought.
I would. Yeah, my thought is I wouldn't. I would tell my mother, you know, apologize to her, and and handle my business. There's no way I would have that. My mother is in love with him. She's about to marry him, and I did this to her. Is she supposed to look at her grandbaby? No.
This is
She knew what she was
glory.
doing when she was doing it. You know, tell your mom, Christy, tell your mom. So they could cancel, they could let the family and friends know that it's over. So nobody won't be taken off from work trying to go to this wedding, this train
So
wreck.
I agree with you on letting them know. And my thing is this: I understand it might be hard for the grandmother to look at the child, but how far along are you? One for one. It's not the baby's fault. Why the baby couldn't be born? She just gonna have to look at and love the baby. That's the baby is she already pregnant? Like I don't. A woman has a right to do whatever she wants, but I just never did that, and I could never do that. That's a tough. It would have to be like I would have to be like 2 weeks, something like to make my mind try to be okay with it. But if it starts to form in any way, shape, or the debate,
It don't matter, Deanna. You just put yourself in her shoe just for a second. If you was messing around with your mama's man and you got pregnant the first, that is crazy. I can't even, what was going on. That means it was always going on when her mama was going to the store. Really?
It could have been,
She said in here that she lives with her mom. That's been going on. He was tapping that long time ago.
So how long? My question is, she's only 23. How long has her mother and him been together? And is this something that was happening when she was underage? That's my question, because she's only 23 years old, and that would take this into a different level, because that would make him. I don't want to call him that because she's of age. But I need to know how long this has been happening between them. And second, Miss Lady, this is a betrayal to your mother. Definitely a betrayal to her. I don't know you and your mother's relationship, but if you love your mother, you need to tell her, even though it's going to be hard, this is not an easy conversation to have. But you need to tell her what has happened so she won't get married to him, because he is no good. And as far as the baby, I can't tell you what to do with your body. I can't tell you what to do with your body. So do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. But I definitely would tell you to tell your mother about this. Because I'm going to be angry. That's for sure, because it is a betrayal. It's definitely betrayal.
She's gonna be hurt. She's gonna be more hurt. She's gonna be hurt.
And you need to check yourself as an individual subscriber. What's her name again?
Christy. What's her name, Donna?
Christy. Yeah. Check yourself, sweetheart. You have some things you need to work out within yourself to even make you do something like that. It's something deeper going on within you, and I hope that you can seek the help that you need. But first, you have to recognize that you need some help, because that's not normal. I know we all make mistakes, but that's
right.
Go ahead.
That's
Go ahead. When I started to first read it, she's a college student, going to college, doing her thing, and it seemed like she has her head on her on her shoulders and everything, and she's doing the right thing. But this,
This
you
is
know,
this is a huge
It's just like,
mistake that was made. And you can, you're young, you can learn from your mistakes, but this is a very big
and move
mistake.
on. Right.
yeah, a mistake that should have never happened because, like I said, something's going on. So work on that so that you don't do something like this again to another family member. Okay, because if you do it to your mama, yeah, girl,
You do it to anybody.
Exactly. So, Christy, take this advice. I hope we helped you a little bit.
God bless you.
Make better decisions, young
Yeah.
lady. And that's all I gotta say regarding this.
Yeah.
Is that it, guys? You guys got more for her, or is that it?
That's all I have to
That's
say.
it.
All right. Well, that's it, lady.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Come on, Dina. We need something to pep us up. I hope you got a good, happy vibe for us today. Please.
Well, I don't know if it's happy.
Oh, okay. My bad. Well, give it to us anyway. We want the vibe. We love your vibe. So give us the vibe, girl.
Yes. This is the part of the show when I say what my favorite vibe of the week is. I either learned something from it, I've seen it on TV, it inspired me in some way. So I hope this vibe will become yours. This vibe I have for this week is a documentary that premiered on HBO earlier last month, August, was called On the Record. It was about Russell Simmons and his alleged victims of sexual harassment.
Wow.
And I really truly feel, because everything that has been going on with the pandemic and the protests and the killings, it's really gotten overlooked. It had, like, that when we heard about R. Kelly, that mess was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
When we heard about Bill Cosby, that mess was everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Weinstein,
no one really knows about this. I happened to see it on YouTube. It just popped up on my feed, and I remember hearing talks about it last year that Oprah was producing it, and Oprah pulled out from it. But I will say, the story is based around Drew Dixon. Drew Dixon was Russell Simmons' A&R exec at Def Jam early in the, I want to say the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Mm. And, she's responsible for those, for a lot of hits with Mary J. Blige and all the hip hop hits in the early 90s. That's her. That's her name is on that. So she really was a lady that established her name early in her career. And Russell Simmons, you got to hear her story. What happened to her with that. But she finally, in 2017, came out to the New York Times. And this is when everybody started finding out about Russell Simmons' antics.
I heard about the Russell Simmons stuff, but I didn't know about this documentary.
Right. Whatever. And it came out because of her. She was the first one who spoke about it to the New York Times. Okay. So he also had many other victims. One of them, her name was Celie Adams. There's another one named Cheryl Hines. These are all women that has been in the industry. Russell Simmons, last year, he stepped down as president. And he always said, he never has said that he didn't do it. His statements have always been that I may have did something inappropriate.
Okay. Really?
That's how he starts his statements. It could have been made inappropriate. We made out, or he never had fully admitted to doing this, which I doubt he ever will. But he never said, no, I didn't do it either. And because of my experience in the industry, things I've been through, I know this to be true. Okay, because they brought up a director named Brett Ratner. I'll say his name, Brett Ratner. He is responsible for all the Rush Hour hits. He directed Rush Hour. They brought his name up in this documentary because he's one of the directors that, you know, did certain things to women in the industry. And I know this to be true because Brett Ratner was one of the directors that tried to solicit me when I was younger in my early 20s. No one listened to me because I am just starting out my career.
Sorry that happened to you, sis.
Right.
Yeah, so that he tried it with me. So I mean, my story is a whole different story, but I empathize with these women because we as a culture, we as women, and I'm so sick of this narrative, we are so quick to demonize and call a woman a liar based on a man's, he's a mogul, he's this, he's that. How could he would never do, he don't have to do that. It ain't about sex, it's about power.
Or status or power, yeah.
Women are the worst people to tear other women down and not believe them. It'll be a woman to say, oh, she's lying. What happened to you guys, you know, in the early 90s with Anita Hill? I don't know if you guys remember that case, but she was one of the first women that testified before Congress on Clarence Thomas. And she got criminalized and demeaned by the Black community because she spoke her truth about what happened to her.
Wow.
So people are scared to come up because what happens with your career? If you speak, why you guys haven't seen me on the big screen? Because I would not get down with the things they wanted me to get down with. And when you don't do certain things, guess what? You will get blackballed. So some people scared to talk because they want their career.
Yeah.
This man got so much power, he can put an axe in my career and I will never work again.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of women, the Me Too movement are part of it. Why, you know, a lot of women didn't speak up until like later. Because, you know, the Bill Cosby stuff was going on, you know, they're new. This is Bill. Who's going to believe me? This is, you know, and so they hold on to it and don't say anything until later because of what you just said, Dina. Worried about their career and if they'll be believed or not, or criticized.
I wonder what's the difference. Okay, this Russell Simmons story versus the Harvey Weinstein and then the R. Kelly, the other stories.
No difference.
Why aren't they trying to convict Russell Simmons? It seems like the same thing.
It's not getting as much attention as, you know, and I'm just chopping it up to, there's so much other stuff going on right now. This is so small of a seed that it's getting overlooked. I don't feel like it should get overlooked. And just to bring something to you ladies' attention, I don't know if you guys remember when all three of us went to LA and we went to the award show.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I know Donna was standing by me. I don't know if you were, but this man walked past me. Okay. He used to have a magazine in the industry. All right. I'm not gonna say his name right now, but he used to have but he walked straight past me, did not even recognize me because he do this to so many women. I haven't seen this man in years. I don't know if I told you about it, Deanna, but it was on that day when we were standing outside waiting to get in.
Oh yeah, I remember you vaguely saying that. Yeah, it's coming back. That's the same producer you spoke about earlier, right?
he used to be an owner of a magazine. He had a popular magazine, and he walked past me, didn't even recognize me. And you guys don't know how I felt about that, because you get when you get looked at as just an object, if someone's treating you uh like they have so much power over you, your career is in my hands, so you need to do this, you know. One day I'll tell my story about him, but the fact that he walked past me, didn't even recognize me for 1 second, because this is a continuous thing that he has done with so many women. Okay, I saw him that day and my stomach just like turned. He had the nerve to be on Wendy Williams' show talking about on the panel of Wendy Williams, talking about women's bodies and empowering women, and I'm knowing secretly what he has done to women in the industry. Okay, so I have not been able to live my dream, my truth, because these men has been trying to take advantage with me, but I was strong enough to, get away from some of them. So this documentary is very close to me, because I know these women are telling the truth. I know this is real. I lived it.
Right.
I didn't have a huge platform to tell my story and for people to believe me, but these women do. So I applaud them for coming out and being brave and telling their story and saying what happened to them. Because this is a hard industry. The entertainment industry is a beast. It's a devil.
That's what they say.
So I'm gonna say, the alleged victims, I have to say alleged to protect themselves on this platform. And also they brought up L.A. Reid in the documentary. Also, Babyface L.A. Reid, La Face Records, and L.A. Reid at one time was head of Arista Records.
Right.
When Clive Davis stepped down.
Mm-hmm.
And Drew Dixon, she came up, she quit with Def Jam and said, okay, let me go to a different company that's going to respect me, maybe a different lane. She said on that documentary, and I was flabbergasted by this, how L.A. Reid treated her, okay, because she wouldn't do certain things with him. The artist that she brought to him, she brought him Kanye West before Kanye West blew up. He passed on Kanye West so she wouldn't move up in her career, because he was mad at her because she wouldn't do what he wanted her to do. He passed on John Legend, same thing.
Wow.
Not because wasn't great, but because just to demean her, say you're not going to make it in this industry, and I'm not going to take your artist that you brought to me.
Right.
Because you won't do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, that's the nature of the beast.
So it really sucks, but that's my vibe of the day. It's called On the Record. You guys check it out. I think it will enlighten many people to what's happening still in this industry.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
So that's it for today. Oh, before we end, I feel like we need to say something about Chadwick Boseman, the king of Wakanda.
Yes. Oh, I know.
Very sad.
And to think that he was fighting, what was it, colon cancer?
Yeah.
Throughout a lot of movie making. Yeah, he's, just fighting through the pain, giving us all that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful entertainment. And the children, they have a superhero to look up to. And just, right now with everything going on with the Black and brown community, not that any time would be a good time. It just hit real hard.
Yes, and not only that, I mean, Black Panther. Like when I saw Black Panther, I was into my blackness, y'all. I was like,
Okay.
we are kings and queens. Okay,
Absolutely.
now this is everything. And then he was such a great actor. I remember seeing him as James Brown. I went to go see. It was called Get On Up. Get On Up. I saw that at the movies. 42.
I didn't even see it.
Jackie Robertson.
I didn't see any of that stuff.
Oh, you did, girl! You gotta watch it. He is.
I
awesome.
am now. I'm sad. I'm doing it after his passing, but I didn't see James Brown. And yeah,
Yeah,
it sucks.
and that's why because I really did like him. I thought he was a great actor because I've seen a lot of his movies, and the fact that he worked, and it kept, and his people. Donna and I was talking earlier about it. No one told his business. They kept his business close to him. Those are some real down ass folks. You know, him battling cancer for 4 years and still working.
Right.
So
What'd you say, Donna?
Excuse me. I said they kept it under wraps. You didn't hear nothing about it. I was reading that today.
right.
Yeah. Very unfortunate and untimely prayers going out to his family, and rest in heaven, King.
Absolutely. He made it to the promised land.
Yeah, and no more pain.
No more pain and F cancer. Okay.
God bless you, baby.
Nina, didn't you say it was someone that was saying some stuff, some comedian girl?
Oh, when the pictures came out of him earlier this year when he lost a lot of weight.
I saw some.
Yeah, you can tell that he was sick and no one knew what was wrong with him, and people was talking about him. He on the Wakanda diet, and people were being really nasty
Oh, that's wrong.
And you just never know what people's going through. That's why you have to be kind. I don't know what's wrong with people. When I saw his pictures, the first thing I thought was like, oh my God, I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
I did not think to make fun of him because that's not the way I think. I don't like.
I didn't see the pictures until now, until like recently. Like I'm saying, I didn't see those pictures, but I saw them recently after researching and hearing about his untimely death. Yeah, I saw the pictures. So anybody that had the nerve and audacity, just how stupid and insensitive can you be? You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of people are. They just don't think. And I'm sure they feel really bad right now. If they even have a heart, they should feel bad. But be kind to people. You never know what someone's going through. It's not all glitz and glamour all the time.
Right.
Let's just spread kindness and support each other. I wish people could do more of that than hating on each other and talking about each other.
Right.
First,
we
got to stop killing one another. Hell.
That's right.
Before we stop talking about each other, y'all doing too much. Hopefully with all that's going on, those people that are active in that kind of stuff, snap the heck out of it. We're supposed to stick together. Don't kill one another. Come on, they are already killing us. Like, what's really good?
Right.
Then once we get past that, then we can start treating each other better and talking to each other better. Damn, y'all getting on my nerves. But anyway, let's go ahead and close this show because I know we all stressed.
Yes, this was a good show, ladies. We had a lot to talk about, and yeah.
I know, right? It's like, huh? Okay, so we just want to close by saying, what's her name? Miss Robbie?
Miss Robbie, yes.
Oh, God bless you, Miss Robbie. I can't imagine what you're going through. God bless your family. I know it's tough times right now with everything else that's going on, a restaurant and stuff. With COVID, I think they had to close some locations and things. And so, just to add this is a bit much. So God bless you, because I couldn't imagine my own son doing something like this. And Tim, I'll let y'all say something to Tim, because I
ain't got nothing to say to Tim. Tim, go to hell.
Well, yeah, you're going to get what you deserve, okay? Just know that two times.
You're gonna get it every night.
Oh. Every night. And hopefully we get some resolution with this Kyle Rittenhouse kid. I think I'm not going to speak too soon because like I said, there's a video out where he's apparently, his life is in danger. Somebody had a gun or something on him. But dude, you should have never been there. And this is what happens. And to the parents, that's what I want to say. You all need to be responsible. Why is he 17 years old brandishing an assault rifle and then why are you buying this for him and then letting him go on and you know what he was doing. So I believe that parents should be held accountable at this point.
Me too. So is that it, ladies?
What else we talk about? We had Donna. Woo, that situation. Say something.
Christy.
Yeah.
Make better decisions, Christy. You know, you're still young, and you can turn this around. But this was terrible.
Yes, girl. Don't go through life making mistakes like this. This is a big one.
Right. But it should pass because that's her mother, and that's going to always be her mother.
Yeah.
You know, so just let your mom know way before this wedding. See if she still, was going to marry this man.
Yeah, hopefully not. Dina, remind us about your vibe.
Right.
The vibe, you guys watch On the Record.
On the Record.
Yeah.
And where we see it on YouTube, I guess?
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. I must have missed it when it came on HBO.
Oh, that's right.
I saw it on YouTube.
That's right.
So you guys watch it. It's very enlightening, and I think you would find some good in it. And
it might help you or help someone you know.
Huh?
I said it might help that person or someone they know that might be pursuing acting and the whole that whole world.
Any part of the industry, it can help you. So just look it up. And last but not least, rest in peace, rest in heaven. Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda Forever King.
Yes, what Dina said.
The king.
All right, y'all. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, for hanging in there with us. We need y'all to leave some comments in this down below. Let us know your thoughts on the topics we discussed today. Like, any of them, because they're all good. And just give us some feedback. You know what I'm saying? We would love that. So, again, it's your girl, Deanna, also known as Miss Brickhouse.
And my name is Dina Felice, Dina's_closet on Instagram.
And I'm Donna, the real Donna T on Instagram. And we are the Triple
Z's. We love y'all. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Bye.